3v3 Calderis Refinery blue team. Bad Ash is a Warboss melee commander that walks through cover, good support, offense and disruption. Alongside Lost Son of Nikhel as a Chaos Lord, durable and destructive commander, walks through cover and cannot be suppressed, good offense and disruption. Illethor rounding out blue team as an Eldar Warlock, offensive melee, awesome disruption with a passive leap, there we go. Can also tank very well. Good mobility with fleet. Patbadger on the red team is a Plague Champion trying to finish off this Warlock. Is he going to be able to? Damage over time from the Plague Bolter, should be able to do it. And down goes the Warlock in first engagement. This guy starts off range combat as you just saw. Good defense, offense and utility, can build turrets and repair but lacks mobility and doesn't start off very tough. Alongside is Osinski as a Force Commander, versatile, great offense, can also tank, disrupt and support with buffs. And rounding out red team we have Pibb as a Warp Spider Exarch teleporting commander that fights ranged, great for map control early on with nasty snares and crowd control later. Contested VP mid, natural for red southwest, natural for blue southeast. Looks like red are going to snatch it though. Bad Ash forced off back to his base. Double Heretics for Patbadger and triple Dire Avengers for Pibb. Illethor has Howling Banshees. Heretics chasing down Kel Space Marines. Here come the Howling Banshees. Howling Banshees will do very well versus Heretics in their default state. They really need their aspiring champion to stand up to them, and look at the damage they took. Heretics only getting away there because they had suppressed them with Doom Blast. These guys in amongst Tactical Marines. Tactical Marines are very tough though. 10-50 hit points. There's a Destructor coming out of nowhere from Illethor. Warlock back on his feet. And Lost Son of Nikhel just lost his Heretics. Kept them into melee with those Tactical Marines way too long. 471, 500. There is the 2-1 for red. They have both of the natural victory points, but Bad Ash hitting back with sluggers in amongst the Dire Avengers. Walks a Rex up with a sync kill on that shooter and teleports out. Look at the Orc bodies already. Teleports into cover of course. Kel Space Marines now working on him with their bolters. Shooters just ignoring him to cap. Teleports away again. Nikhel trying to keep his stuff in cover. There's some Nurgle worship. Warlock does get away this time, and some grenade launchers up for Patbadger, the other squad with an aspiring champion. Dire Avengers put up an energy shield, very useful little thing, grants perfect cover, but it doesn't last forever. As you can see, you can destroy them. Center is being taken by red. Blue team have their natural back. Shuriken cannon on the field for Pibb. Some serious firepower now. Triple Dire Avengers, all three of them with their aspect, gives them plasma grenades, those shields that you just saw, and fleet, and a health buff, and a damage buff. Just 15 power to get that upgrade. One of the best upgrades in the game in terms of what it gives to a unit. Chaos Lord with a kill the weak there. His self-heal. And Orks coming mid. Look at this. Warboss leading the charge. Slug is in fact leading the charge, and they get knocked on their ass for the troubles. Angry Bits are up. Pain Boy putting a heal on those sluggers, but here come Assault Marines from Osinski jumping in, forcing off the sluggers very quickly. Now working on the Pain Boy. Needs to be careful. Getting knocked around here. Not sure what his melee skill is, but he's forced off. And Assault Marines jump in these shooters now. Wow. Assault Marines completely bossing that engagement there. Warboss trying to take down the Force Commander. Tactical Marines forced off. 437, 497. And Warboss will try to cap mid. A single for red. They've lost their natural, but they have blue's natural. Triple gens all around, I think, yes. 429, 497. Rangers on the field for Illethor. Sniper infantry, good burst damage from range, can also disrupt and infiltrate themselves and allies. There's the kinetic shot disruption. 425, 497. Aspiring Champion Heretics with grenade launchers here. That's 45 power spent on Heretics, which is something I will rarely do in Tier 1. I usually have grenade launchers or an Aspiring Champion, not both. We'll see how Patbadger does with it though. Has some Nurgle worship up and Dire Avengers forced off. Howling Banshees here are going to have a tough time with the Aspiring Champion Heretics around, especially since they are controlled by a Plague Champion who has Touch of Nurgle, which is Banshee's worst nightmare pretty much. They are running in here though. Nope. Retreat the moment they see those Aspiring Champion Heretics. Here is Osinski now. Has some shotgun scouts. Here's Assault Marine taking a lot of damage there. That is a risky jump. Has support from Pibb. Well, here comes support from Bad Ash. Assault Marines losing 2 models there. Chaos Lord taking one down. Grenade misses everything. Force Commander mobbed by Orks. Almost took him down. The Pain Boy has a power weapon and it does damage over time as well. 425, 444, a 2-to-1 cap. Players now starting to go Tier 2. Illethor the first to go, it looks like. Lost Son of Nikhel replacing his Heretics, of course. Pibb now goes Tier 2, so it's going to be Bad Ash, the last player to go Tier 2, and he can go right now. 425, 429. Walks for Exarch, taking tons of damage trying to decap, and teleports away just in time. He has his improved targeters, buffs his melee damage and his weapon range. I think it's a 50% damage buff or something crazy. Merciless Switchblade up on the Warlock. Might want to disrupt the Plague Champion with the ranged attack. He's in retreat right now. 425, 409. Can Illethor decap this VP? Looks like he's going to try it. Tie all this stuff up with the Warlock. Look at that special attack. It's mental. Osinski jumping in though, and his Dire Avengers need to be very careful. And he loses them, does he? Nope, they get away. Just about. The Exarch gets away. Has managed these Rangers very well so far. Turning to engage. Can they get a model off those Chaos Space Marines? They can get a model off them. These are Patbadgers, and it's all kicking off here as well. There's a Pain Boy heal on the Sluggers. A small upfront heal with huge health regen afterwards. And there's Now I'm Angry. Allows the Warboss to charge in, leaving his craters behind. Also buffs his health regeneration as well. Chasing down Tactical Marines, and this is good pressure from blue. Can they hit some generators now? No, they're moving back to the center. Why are they doing this? Go and hit some generators. You've got the pressure, you've got the numbers here, and they're not taking advantage of it. Howling Banshee's backing off. Chaos Lord trying to use his durability to cap, but not even he can. He needs to retreat. Rangers taking shots at those Tactical Marines again, and they will try to cap this VP or not. Going to put some pressure on those Rangers. Howling Banshees with Aspect of Strength gives them an Executioner Spear for their Exarch. You see here at the front there, good damage versus all targets on that spear. Plague Champion now trying to cap Warlock with the Champion's Robe, gives them this activatable energy shield that you see. Rangers pathing very strangely, needing to retreat. Howling Banshees getting in amongst those Heretics. Wow, did a lot of damage, but now Illethor has a Dreadnought to deal with, a Chaos Dreadnought in a way. Let's have a look at the top of the map, towards the eastern edge. Wraithguard on the field for Pibb. Got some nice buffs in the current version, of course. Fire their weapons fast, they also move slightly faster. Short range artillery, huge damage to all targets, and they suppress infantry, but they are pretty much useless in melee. They are reasonably durable though. They can take some fire. 423, 365, they just can't defend themselves in melee. And Orks entangled by the Warboss or Exarch entangling web. They have their Nob Leader, and it makes them pretty freaking dangerous, I think. There's the 2-to-1. but it's going to be a 2-1 for red. Or is it? Scouts are trying to cap. Heretics coming in there. Osinski has the Thunderhammer on his Force Commander and Armor of Alacrity level 2. Stick bombers on the field for Bad Ash artillery unit that chuck them bombs. Can also chuck stun bombs which stun everything, vehicles included, from a long range. It's not easy to hit them, but a very useful ability. Here comes the Warboss. Chaos Lord has no Wargear at all, still level 1 as well. Warboss still level 1 also. Stick bombers do actually fight in melee. Not entirely sure how effective they are. I don't think they are very effective. Force Commander disrupting this entire Orc blob of stuff. Cannot knock down the Chaos Lord though. 423, 352. Merciless strike from the Assault Marines. They have their Sergeant. Here come Howling Banshees though, catching Tactical Marines in retreat. I don't think they will get a model, no. Blue team again with a very good concerted push. Good grief, look at the damage that Wraithguard did in one volley. Pibb unable to really stick out engagements with these Triple Dire Avengers. For now, needs to set up some shields mid, I think. Try and get mid, try and get some shields up. Easier said than done. Blue team might get a triple if something turns around and caps mid. You have the Blood Maul up from the Chaos Lord. Dangerous melee weapon of huge disruption from Sweep and Doom. 423, 342, single cap for blue even. And Lost Son of Nikhel goes tier 3. Osinski also going tier 3, and Pibb also going tier 3. We have 3 tier 3 players and 3 tier 2 players. Bad Ash getting a war truck. Bright Lance on the field for Illethor. Huge anti-vehicle damage. Putting pressure on that Dreadnought, but takes a lot of damage itself. The Assault Marines jump in. Can they finish it off? Yes, they do finish it off. A big blow for Illethor. He now has no way to deal with the Dreadnought again. Assault Marines very nearly leveled, and look at this, Vanguard Veterans on the way, and why not? They aren't level 2 yet, so he's not going to lose any levels from upgrading them. And here they come. First Company Assault Marines, with all of them have power weapons, 2 power swords, Lightning Claw, and that Thunderhammer as well. Here's a war truck to support the blue team, allowing them to reinforce. If it stays alive, melee stuff getting out of it, nicely done in behind those Wraithguard. Not sure what Pibb was doing getting them that close. Don't lose a model though. They can take hits. Assault Marines getting stuck in retreats, but they do get away eventually. Vanguard, I should say. They also have their Power Fist upgrade now. Gives us some anti-vehicle damage. 2-1 cap for blue. They've done very well whenever the engagements have gone mid. Blue teams seem to be dominant. Seer Council now on the way for Pibb. Bloodletters on the field for Patbadger. Demon infantry that can teleport and phase out. Cannot be suppressed. Absolutely awesome damage versus infantry, these guys. Really awesome melee skill as well, so they will knock down units like that. Just knock down the Warboss before they retreated. Power Claw is up. Very, very scary melee heavy weapon. 95 DPS. Tears anything apart. Here comes that Chaos Lord. Is it level jet? No. 423, 248. And we have a Khorne Shrine up from Lost Son of Nikhel. Spits out these bloodletters. Also gives you a damage buff when you're near it. I think it's 10%. War truck getting too close to stuff. These are Stern Guard veterans from Osinski, First Company Tactical Marines that can change ammo type to combat all targets. Right now they are using their Kraken bolts, and they shouldn't be. Should be using Hellfire against those Orks. But here come Stick Bombers trying to fight the Force Commander in melee, which is not a good idea. Ouch, using choppers on these sluggers, forcing off those Vanguard veterans. Taking out a unit, and they're still on a rampage. Backed up by that Pine Boy, he stayed near them. and he's used it quite well, healing them when needed. Also gets the unstable fuel injection automatically now when he gets to tier 2. There's Entangling Web. Synergy with the Wraith Guard is going to wipe out those sluggers if he's not careful. Look at the damage. Almost wiped them out. The Knob survives. Painboy trying to get in there and tie them up. Warps are Exarch barely alive. Illethor's Warlock is down. And Bloodletters have chased off this Bright Lance. D cannon is up. Great unclean one on the way for Lost Son of Nikhel. Here's the Seer Council of Pibb. Awesome melee unit leap into combat with some scary power melee damage. 500 hit points on each of those models as well. 423, 189. Great and clean one hit in the field for Lost Son of Nikhel, and how our red team can deal with this. Much more difficult to take out the Great and Clean one with melee now because he has that passive damage over time effect around him. Gonna take him a while to waddle to the mid, and it's all kicking off as well. Warboss goes down thanks to, I think, the Force Commander, who's level 4. That shrine is still up. Red team trying to make headway in mid, but they haven't had much luck. Plasma Cannon getting shots on that shrine. One more will take it down. Force Commander instantly forced to retreat. There was some stun bombs, there's stick bombs, but they miss. Here comes the Great Unclean One, and I think Osinski spotted it before he had to retreat there. Vomits on those Stern Guard. Wow, these guys now level 2. 423, 165. Seer Council back in away. Should be trying to decap this, I think. 2-ton cap for red. Big Plasma Cannon hit on those 2 CSM. Wow. We have Mark of Zinch on both of them. You see the damage over time there on those Dire Avengers by the mere presence of the Great Unclean One. Over 6,000 hit points on this big guy. And he's going to come and harass Patbadger, who instantly retreats everything at the sight of it. 406, 165 is a demon, of course, so you can worship him as well. Make him even more effective. Warboss levels to 2, has heavy armor up, giving him 1800 hit points just at level 2. 406, 163. Level 4 Warp Swadder Exarch. And blue team might get a triple. Not looking good for red. Land Raider Redeemer though is on the way, and a Chaos Predator. Red team do still have pretty decent forces on the field, to say the least. These Marco Zinch guys actually doing pretty nice damage to the Great Unclean One, since it has super heavy infantry armor, and Inferno Bolts do full damage to all infantry types. So we can get them in range. There we go. And he needs some support here, the Great Unclean One. Not sure where Nikhel's heretics are. They are barely even mid, and now the Great Unclean One's backing off. We have a Marco Zinch Dreadnought and a Predator with no mark. Plasma Cannon set up in a very strange place while he's guarding this approach. What's going on here? Wraith Guard again tied up. They have been very dangerous when they've got shots off. Got Bad Ash constantly trying to quickly tie them up. Slugger's taking a lot of damage there. There's a grenade, almost wipes them out. What level are these guys? Sluggers are level 2. Here comes the Great Unclean One. Fire Prism on the field for Pibb. Awesome fire support. Tons of stuff dying. That was a grenade spike on those Orks. And some stick bombs went in as well. 406, 74. Here is the Land Raider Redeemer. Can this turn things around for red team? Basically a mobile base allows you to transport inside it, reinforce, retreat to it. 2 Flamestorm cannons, twin Assault cannon, and a multi-melter on it as well. Can protect itself from nearby units with grenade launchers too. Eldritch Storm on mid by Pibb, I assume, and it's almost completely wasted. There's the 2-to-1. Red team need to hit mid with everything they've got right now. Here comes Patbadger with his Marco Zinch Chaos Predator. And there's an Abyss from Patbadger. Forcing off a lot of stuff, and CSM might walk right into it here. Almost did. Pibb saying Eldritch is so crappy just because you didn't hit anything with it. 406, 47. Great Unclean One still stomping around, but he's lost a lot of health. No worship support from Nikhel. His heretics force off, but he does have Chaos Terminators getting their Reaper autocannon. Taking pot shots with their Twingling Bolters. Knobs on the field for Bad Dash. Great Unclean One taking tons of damage here. Wraithguard have done well considering he's been up against Sluggers and a Pain Boy from Bad Ash, who have been very aggressive. Seer Council caught in retreat here. Ouch, lost 3 models, but they do get away. There's an Orbital. I assume that's Osinski. Yes, it is, obviously. Misses absolutely everything, though. Great Unclean One even dodges the thing. Look at the bodies. Red team have mid. 398-33. Can they hold on here? I haven't seen anybody hit power at all. And when you get that in a 3v3, you usually have a crazy ending. Chaos Terminators losing 2 models now back at base to reinforce. Red team camping mid. Osinski has a decent force. Now getting a Predator as well. Has Vanguard, Stern Guard, and Land Raider Redeemer, Plasma Cannon, level 5 Force Commander fully kitted out. Has the Sacred Standard now. Constant damage buff to allies around him. And he's going right into these Orks here. What is he up to? Vanguard almost taken out by the Orks. In fact, they might be taken out. Getting chased down. And they do. He loses them. That was crazy by Osinski. Why was he pushing? 367-33. 2-to-1 cap for red. Can they hold on? That didn't help with that engagement right there for Osinski. Knobs on the field for Bad Ash being disrupted by the Fire Prism. A very good tool to try to control the knobs. And these guys hurt everything a lot. Have their U-jammers. Also have Mina and Greener. An excellent grenade that would have been, but the Seer Council disrupted everything and it missed. Wraithguard getting shots in, Pain Boy getting in to tie them up. Fire Prism goes down thanks to the Warboss Power Claw. And a full retreat from Pibb. 344-33. Blue team not capping mid. Chaos Lord has gone mad trying to take down the Land Raider with the Blood Maul, which is a melee weapon, not even a power weapon. Demonic Visage is up though. And down goes the Chaos Lord. Warboss leading a charge. There's a Rocks from Bad Ash. And did tons of damage to the Land Raider. Look at that. Down to half health now. And red team are capping mid, and this might, sorry, blue team are capping mid, and this might be it. Because Nikhel is here with his double CSM and his Terminators. Needs to cap. Terminator's getting shots with the autocannon. Land Raider needs to get the hell out of there. You cannot get rear armor hits on a Land Raider. Fully armored all the way around. 2 Las Cannon Predators, one of them is Chaos, one of them not, and the Land Raider lives. Nurgle Shrine here. Since it's being worshipped, it will allow you to reinforce also. Suppresses nearby enemies as well. 324-33. Great Unclean One back on the field for Lusson of Nikhel. And the Terminators teleports out, which is a good thing because the Seer Council would have ripped them to shreds. Knobs now using Frenzy to get into combat. 324-33. Red team are going to take mid back. There's a big vomit from the Great Unclean One. Wants to get in there and use Cloud of Flies, I think. Gone after the Wraithguard. Special attack there. Their Warlock leader goes down, so they are stunned, and he's going to lose his Wraithguard. Pibb. Nogs forced off. And Wraithguard go down. 324-33, just lost track of them there, I think. Grand King One now looking very dangerous with almost full health. And center is uncapped. Are the scouts going to try and cap it here? Down goes that shrine. No pressure on a natural by red. but they will cap mid. Pibb's Warp Shot at Exarch is going to do it, and they're going to get a 2-1 again. Force Commander is level 7. Avatar of Cain on the way for Illethor. Another Chaos Predator for Lost Son of Nikhel. Patbadger is still alive as well. 3-2-4, 33. Great and Clean One should be pulling the Force Commander off the cap there, but he's not. Maybe he already used Foul Snare. Force Commander caps and gets away, I think. Or does he? Stuck in retreats. Great and Clean One gets one more hit, but it doesn't take him down, gets away. Warboss now trying to cap. 3-1-6, 33. He has decap, so it's a 1-1 again. Here comes Pibb. City Council still level 1. Here come Knobs though, and they have their Knob leader now, and he is especially mean. Going right after the City Council, who are in turn going after the Warboss, but there's his stomp, and there's now I'm Angry. He didn't finish the cap though. Great Unclean One taking tons of damage. Right Lance getting shots in, Predator getting shots in, Stern Guard getting shots in with their Kraken Bolts, but they are forced off. Level 3 these guys. Blue team cap mid, is that going to be enough? 3-1-5, 32. That was phase shift from the Warp Sword Exarch, locking those knobs into place, but just annoying them more than anything. Force Commander runs away. Plasma Cannon is going to get absolutely owned here. Instant death of one model. Blue team have mid, and this should be enough. 3-1-5, 20. Taking so long to repair this Land Raider Redeemer that it hasn't been able to get back into the fight yet. Warboss going after it. Needs to use its grenade launchers. There it is. This Predator's going to go down thanks to Knobs. Heretics are in there. Here's a Wailing Doom from the Avatar of Cain. Boom, almost wiping those Heretics out. And there's the victory. Look at that ending. Thanks for watching guys. I'll see you next time.